Hey, hello people, this is part 2. So most cars usually take 5 quarts of oil. Some big engines like 454s, 455s, and Chevy, some take 5.5, some take 6, depending on the size of the motor. But mostly every car that you're going to be driving every day, or usually whenever you go buy oil for a car, it's usually always 5 quarts. So it's always get 5 quarts. But most cars, such as this van, had the oil filter at the bottom, like in part 1. You'll see I took it off and now it's inside the bucket. Most of them are at the bottom. Now, if I put the filter in dry and I fill it up, by the time the oil gets to the bottom end, that 10-15 seconds that it'll take, it could also damage the connecting rod bearing, and your crank bearings and whatever's in the bottom end can get damaged due to no oil. Or most of the parts will get excessive wear. Either way, you're going to be doing hurt to your motor. So almost every car, except for the Toyota Camrys, though the Toyota Camrys have them right here, you're going to want to get the new oil filter and fill it up with oil. That way it's about half a quart in there after it all gets filled up. And then the rest of it, 4.5, you're going to be putting in the car. Now, also when the oil filter's on the side, it'll be a little hard, so maybe you can fill it up half with oil. Make sure you get oil around this gasket over here. It's just way it does a good seal. And then put that on the car. And then, yeah. But usually when it's on the side, you don't have to worry about that much. But usually whenever it's on the bottom, you should worry about it. So as you can see, I'm opening up the fresh oil. And I'm going to put the camera down for 1 second. Actually, I'm going to put the camera down right here. So while I pour it in, and then I'm going to pick it back up. So just give me 1 second. Now keep in mind that it has to fill up the whole filter, so it also might take a little while before the whole filter gets filled up. So just give me a second, and I am filling it up right now. It's going back down. Pick the camera up with my other hand. You can see what I'm doing here. I'm just slowly putting the oil in. Doesn't matter where you get it as long as it's still on the filter at all times. You can see those bubbles are letting it go down. And you can see the oil is ready to come out up there. Okay, it didn't go much down, so I'm going to pour a little bit more. Too much oil is not as good as not enough oil. Not enough oil will starve your motor for oil and you'll seize it up. Too much oil will foam the oil up around the crank, and then it won't lube everything as if it should, then it'll also blow up. So I'll just do a little bit more, but that should be more than, oh crap. Okay, a little bit's on the floor. But anyway, as you can see, it's just reaching the threads, so that should be more than enough. So now, before anything dirt goes into this oil, I'm going to cap the quart, the 5 quarts. I'm going to move the filter, so I can put the rag right here. And then also what you want to do is one of your fingers like this, you're going to want to just make sure you spread the oil around this gasket. There's always a little bit of oil on the side. Spread it around the gaskets so you get a better seal. So now I'm going to put that on the car, and before I put the oil in, I will make another video. The oil filter can go in here. I could try to put it on the car while making the video at the same time. It'd just be annoying to catch the threads at the right time, but whatever. It's still a little dry, so I'm going to top this thing off a little bit better, and then I'll make another video once it's all on the car.